everybody, welcome to my channel, Maples Grove, and happy belated Mabon, autumn equinox, happy fall, and you know, fall is here, summer's done, uh, so this is where I get my energy. I get my, like any other witch, we have our energies. Once mid-August hits, that's when we really start to feel it. I feel it a little bit in Lunaza, but like I really start to feel it once mid-August, but definitely once September hits. So not so much autumn equinox, but definitely once September hits. Was not a bad summer heat-wise. It wasn't as bad as last year. Last year was brutal, but I think it was because we went through the whole summer last year with no AC. Our AC went down, and our landlords didn't fix it until right before my two daughters went back to school last year. So this year, like even though the AC was working, it still wasn't so bad. Still summer, definitely had its hot moments. Decent. It was a decent hot summer, but it wasn't brutal. So, but I think, like I said in my last video, my last second to last video, during the summer I don't do a lot of. I don't do. I get very tired. Um, yeah. So this year, as well as this summer, you didn't see a lot of me on making videos, and I barely touched my altar. Was because I was just tired. Or burnt out. No, burnt out. Burnt out. With everything that's going on in the world, we're all in a survival mode. So, yeah. I do have news, but I want to hold off until near the end of the mid-October. I have to try to get into the main computer. I can't get in it, so I'm gonna have to have my husband to help me get on again. I have to redo my grandfather here. I have a weird pause thing go. I've had it since I was young. People will call it ADD or ADHD or squirrel mode. I guess squirrel mode, but I'm a Gen X, so we don't use labels as much. Yep, my mind just went blank of where I was following. Okay. Plus, I'm 49. I just turned 49 in July. I'm getting a little older. Maybe my brain's a little boo. So, if you have anything for that, like memory, teas or whatever, let me know. Let's see, what else? My oldest, who's 18, is starting a new job. I'm so stoked. It's only 2 days. It's only 2 days, but it's a job. It's something. I told her, once she gets used to it, what have you, maybe pick up a second job for like another 2 days. She has 4 days. She hasn't worked in a year. She took a break from job. So, yeah. So we gave her that break, but I told her after this, she knows too. She even said she's going out. She goes, after this, after I graduate, after this summer, I'll, get a job. It's fine. And she is welcome to live with us a little while longer because rent is fucking stupid expensive. Everything is going up, as we all know. So, and we try to save money. So I picked up, so these three things I'm showing that I purchased, it was one of those I just wasn't planning on. One was I was gonna hold on to Christmas, but it was on sale. Went to a clothing store, saw a skirt, smashed it for $8. And then I saw something at an antique store that me and my daughter went to about a few weeks ago. That was about $20, but it's so worth the money once you see why. So let me start with the one that I was gonna hold off to Christmas for, maybe my husband to get me for Christmas. There's two books that came out within a month from each other. And the one I have in my hand is the one that I really, really want. I think at Barnes & Nobles they had both of these two books similar, but I like this one better. The other one is Dream Sorcery. From flipping through it and this next one I'm about ready to show, similar but different. And I felt the one I have in my hand I felt more akin to. So what I was on Amazon for like under $10. It's like $17.99 plus $17.99 plus tax at a store, or $17.99 plus what do you call it? It's not tax, it's something else. Like you pay to get it mailed. But anyway, again, brain fart. Old age. So normally with taxes it'd be roughly about almost $20. So I got this for like under 10, like $9 some change. And so this is called Dream Magic by Robin Korak. Change your reality through the liminal world of sleep. So I used to dream. I just got this yesterday. So I used to dream. I didn't really dream as a magical way, but definitely use it as messages. For my family, a lot of us had dreams as messages. My grandmother, my mom. I'm not sure about my aunt. So, but my aunt had some interesting spirits that popped up. Anyway, but yeah, it says journey to the intersection of witchcraft and dream work with this uniquely comprehensive guide. Combining scientific research and practical methods, this book is the key to greater personal and magical success through dream interpretations. Even when you don't remember your nighttime visions, Robin Korak shows you how to harness their untapped power and change your life. Learn how to converse with ancestors and deities, connect with your higher self, and peer into the future. With more than 30 activities, Dream Magic helped you create a personalized dream dictionary, tea for lucid dreaming, an incense for journeying to the underworld. Through this book, simple practices like a chant for restful sleep and a dream weaving ritual, you can enhance creativity, deprogram nightmares, promote healing, and more. By Matt Allman, from author of Psychic Witch, wrote a mesmerizing journey through the moonlit corridors of your subconscious, unlocking the hidden treasures of your dreams to fill your nights with magic. That is from Matt Allman, author of Psychic Witch. And for the info about the author, Robin Korak has practiced dream magic for more than 20 years, taught workshops on dream magic for 3 years, and is a member of the International Association on the Study of Dreams. In addition to writing the Phoenix Rising blog, she authored the Pagan Portals Persephone book, which was nominated for a 2020 Witches Award. So, yeah, between Dream Sorcery and this one was more up my alley. I read a little bit last night before I went to bed. This has, let's see. Okay. Let's see some. Okay, so titles is The Science of Dreaming. I mean, there is 10 chapters. 10 chapters. And you have activities. Okay. So, chapter 1 is The Science of Dreaming. Chapter 2 is Dreams Across Cultures and Times. Chapters 3, Setting the Stage. Chapter 4, Dream Recall and Interpretation. Chapter 5, Intuitive Dreaming. Chapter 6, Underworld Dreaming. Chapter 7, Nightmares. Chapter 9, Dream Incubation and Healing. Chapter 10, Dream Projection and Dream Walking. Conclusion, you get the Epidex A, Dream Journal Questions, Deities, Allies, and Guides, Herbal, Crystal Oil, and Astrology Correspondence. And they got the Bibliography and Index. The next section is the activities. So the activities is meeting a dream alleys, warding, making a dream doll, making a dream sachet, ritual bath for dream work, chant for restful sleep, chant for dream weaving and recall, chant for inviting a dream ally into your dreams, control panel meditation, rose visualization, guided meditation, journey to curiosity, creating a personal dream dictionary, I like that one, other dream interpretation activities, ritual of illumination, bay leaf ritual, intuitive dream tea recipe, charm for making contact with the deceased, underworld dream incense recipe, guided meditation journey to the underworld, nightmare transformation exercise, guided meditation journey to your astral realm temple, guided meditation Carridouin's cauldron, guided meditation Morgan as dream ally, crystal grid for nightmares, night terrors, and sleep paralysis, lucid dream tea recipe, crystal sleep activity, lucid dream incense, lucid dream oil recipe, dream incubation ritual for healing, programming a crystal for dream manifestation, dream weaving ritual, portal meditation dream manifestation, dream projection puppet, dream walking amulet. That is quite a book. And it's like this thick. And you have, let's see, minus the bibliography pages, it's 211. With the bibliography pages, it is an index. Sorry, it's 228 pages. So, yeah, I read a little bit of it. I am stoked. It's interesting because this whole year I've been wanting to make a dream altar next to my bed. I do want to have a small, tiny one. I've been looking at Facebook Marketplace for me and my husband to have, each of us to have our own like bedside table. My side has more room on the next to me than his. So I think his is going to be next to his pillow. I'm thinking, but I'm keeping an eye on Facebook Marketplace. So to get a decent, nice two bedside tables, and I want to do that surface for my dream altar. I might start something small on the one I have right now. I will not be doing a video for that one. I want to do it when we find the right two side tables. So I might do it then. So next thing, yeah, so I'm really excited for that book. Next thing, I'll sell this one first. So we have a store called Plato's Closet, which is a used clothing store. I went in there to look for a purse that I've been eyeing on for a while. I was curious if it was still there. It was not. I was seeing it for like 8 months. I didn't go there for a couple months. I went back, it was gone. Okay. Next to the purses were skirts, because we're going in, because they tend to like change a few things around during seasons. So they push certain things to another part of the store and put the seasonal stuff more in the front of the store. So it's a used clothing store. You pay stuff for like $12, $8, a couple bucks. So, really nice clothing. And I saw this, and I love the color. So I'm not stuck in one aesthetic when it comes to my clothing. I love the black. I was a goth girl in my 20s. So, one of the shows I did not watch that I'm thinking of watching, possibly watching with one of my daughters, probably next year, is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the one in the late 90s into early 2000s. I've heard mixed feelings about the other Sabrina. Um, it looks cool. I for the people who were big fans of the late 90s to the early 2000s ones, tend to have bad bad feelings or a bit mixed with the other Sabrina the Teenage Witch one. Me who didn't watch the one with Melissa Joan, is it Melissa Joan Howard? Yeah, Melissa Joan Howard. How I grew up with her when she was in Nickelodeon. Clarissa, 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 Clarissa. Here we go. I can't even pronounce that name. Clarissa Explains It All. Wow. If I was to read it, I would. If I was to able to read that, I would able to say it. It's not even Mercury retrograde. What the fuck? Anyway, so her room was very whimsical, kind of deal. So I'm liking when it comes to my clothes, I'm starting to be more whimsical, more goth whimsical with my clothing. So I got this thing. And I'm thinking of making a bracelet and a pair of earrings based on this color scheme. So, yeah. So I've worn this a couple times. It's so comfortable. Oh my god. It is so comfortable. So comfortable. And then last thing is yeah, I got this for like $8. So this one I'm stoked on. Me and my daughter went to a different um, antique store, and we were just going around, a couple times. Decent size, not too big, but decent size, for a antique store. We and then I came across this. And I went, oh my goodness. So I have two of these plates in silver. Okay. I had to snatch this. It was about $20. While my other ones were like 10ish because they're silver. There's a reason why this one was about 20. This is solid copper. Copper is great energy conductor. You want stuff speed up? Use this. Use a piece of copper. The fact that I got a copper plate, I snatched this real quick. You can't, good luck trying to find something like this. I did a spell work the other day, not for me, for somebody else, and it worked. It worked. So I am planning on, it's going to be bouncing between my prosperity and abundance. Like it'll sit in my prosperity and abundance altar. And then if I really need like a little bit more oomph, I will, take it off and use it in my working altar when I need to. So, not saying I'm not confident in my spell work. I far from it, but sometimes a little bit more. I did a spell and it worked. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for now. Now that I'll be having my normal days off starting next week, yeah, I'll be able to record more videos. Of course, it's fall again, energy, what have you. I have some idea. I have a lot of ideas. I just got to record. I gotta figure out which ones I want to do, which one I want to do first. There's a video. I think I've said this year. I just did not get a chance to do it, and I'm doing it this month. So there's gonna be a video that I'm gonna be doing that I'm stoked on, and then after that, I'm probably gonna be sharing an update of my own personal favorites of herbs in my personal practice. Not sure about crystals. I'm very picky on my crystals. Like very picky. I rather carry them and wear them than use them on my spell work. I used to, but not like a lot. I only picked a couple, but usually I like to wear them. So I might do it that one, like the ones I like to have on. It's not a big list. It's just a small list on those. And I did do a 6. I'll do the link. I did a like 6 plus 6 more. That was about 2 or 3 years ago. So it's gonna be an update of favorite herbs, and I can tell you a couple of them have not changed, and then some have. So I'm pretty stoked on that. And let's see. I know Justin Bennett of the Witch of Enchantment did a Hecate tag. I do not work with Hecate, but I do work with a different deity that I will be sharing, hopefully before the year ends. I don't know if it's going to be this month or it could be in November. Crossing my fingers, leaning towards more November. So, to record that. Let's see what else. There is 2 prosperity and abundance and money video that I want to do, that I want to share. Both of them were from 2 different books that I've used years ago that I still use. So that's going to be coming up eventually. And in between there, depending on what else I want to pop up and talk about. So without further ado, guys, sorry for the pause, sorry for the stuttering. So without further ado, guys, I will see you guys later. Bye.